Hello everyone, I hope you're all good. I am Akshat.
I am Deepak.
I am Jaskaran Singh.
I am Hardik. We all are pre-final year students of DAVIET Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jalandhar. So basically we have conducted a survey on artificial intelligence and how to harness AI technology in agriculture sector.
So in the first half of this video, we will talk about AI, the rise of AI, and also if it is risk to mankind or not.
So in the second half of the video, we will be talking about AI in agriculture sector, challenges faced while doing it, and the advantages of implementing AI in agriculture.
Stay with us till the end. A special surprise is waiting for you there. Over to you, Akshat. Okay, so before we start, let's see how many people actually know about artificial intelligence. According to a survey conducted by our team, this is what we get. Only 27.3% of the people don't know about artificial intelligence, which is roughly 3 out of every 10 people. So if you are one of those who don't know about artificial intelligence, this is the right place for you. Okay, let's start. First things first, what is artificial intelligence? It is obvious that AI consists of two words, artificial and intelligence, in which artificial refers to an object which is produced by humans rather than occurring naturally. On the other hand, intelligence is the capacity to learn and solve problems of a human being. In other words, artificial intelligence is a branch of science which deals with machines and helping them to solve a problem in a more human-like fashion. This generally requires borrowing characteristics from human intelligence and applying them in a computer-friendly way. Compiling them, we get the basic funda behind creating an AI machine, which is to make machine conscious and to reduce human efforts. Which brings us to the objectives of such man-made devices. The primary objective of these machines is to exhibit human behavior in their own way, and this peculiar way of theirs sometimes looks absurd to us. Here is the reason why. Unlike other machines, AI machines are just given the end results, so that they have to figure a way to get to the end result by any means. And the path they choose to get to the end results scare us. One of the examples of AI machine is the Andro humanoid robot Sophia, which we will talk about later in this video.
Rise of AI. As we all know, that era of AI in continuation is also known as rise of AI. AI has taken many shapes and sizes over years. Google Assistant, Siri, and Cortana are all intelligent digital personal assistant on various platforms such as iOS, Android, and Windows Mobile. In short, they help find useful information when we ask for it using our voice. Personally, identify the song feature of Google is my favorite. This is how it works. First, we have to speak the phrase identify the song on Google. A tab will open which led to our next step. Here we just have to hum the song which has been sitting in our head for God knows how long, and Google will tell us what song it is. As we discussed earlier, the another one is first Andro humanoid robot known as Sophia. Sophia is the first robo citizen of planet Earth so far. The main reason behind the creation of such robo is to understand human-robo interaction and to investigate their potential services towards mankind. For example, Sophia has been part of research under Loving AI project which seeks to understand how robo can adapt to users' need through intra and interpersonal development. The most popular question to ask when it comes to AI is that giving brains to machines might mislead them against mankind, and it is also predicted by many scholars. But the truth is, what looks scary to us is actually pretty normal for these machines. So, the most basic of AI machines is that these machines work under the hit and trial basis. In case of other machines, we give them a problem and the instructions to solve it, whereas AI machines have to process the information on its own and come up with a way to solve it, which it does correctly according to it but seems illogical to us. For example, in United States, some scientists give an AI robot to assemble itself and goes to the assigned point. What they expected that the robot will assemble itself as human, and walk to the assigned point. But what robot did made everyone shocked, as it assembled itself into a long tower and fell over to the assigned point. Quoting Thomas Jefferson, with big risk come big rewards. Despite of these risks, here are some of the advantages of AI, like it diminish human error and can also reach to places where humans can't, like interstellar space, ocean floors, etc. It also helps in medical area, like given the data of a person, AI can run simulation and can predict the health related risk so that it can be cured before it's life threatening. It can be used in time consuming tasks efficiently. Machines do not require sleep or break and are able to function without stopping. Disadvantages of AI. The main disadvantage of AI is that it is very expensive. The second main disadvantage of AI is that in future there will be decrease in demand for human labor. Risk of unemployment is high. AI may be programmed to do something destructive. AI lacks creativity. The last disadvantage is that there is no improvement in AI based machines with experience.
Moving on, let's see what AI holds in the future for us. In next 10 to 20 years, more and more systems will run autonomously. Here is what people think about this. 79.7% of people believe that the AI is going to take over most of jobs. As of positive impact AI research can have on humanity will start to be across many walks of life, much of it behind the scenes. From all the wide range applications of AI, self-driving cars, home security, construction industry, agriculture and farming, as far as the current scenario goes, use of AI in agriculture is the need of the hour.
Now we will cover challenges faced by farmers by using traditional methods of farming and how artificial intelligence is making a revolution in agriculture by replacing traditional methods. But first of all, we discuss about how AI is important in agriculture and farming. As far as the current scenario goes, use of AI in agriculture is the need of the hour, and agriculture and farming are one of the oldest and most important professions in the world. It plays an important role in the economic sector. Worldwide, agriculture is a $5 trillion industry. The global population is expected to reach more than 9 billion by 2050, which will require an increase in agricultural production by 70% to fulfill the demand. As the world population is increasing, due to which land, water, and resources becoming insufficient to continue demand supply chain. So we need a smarter approach and become more efficient about how we farm and can be most productive. So the use of AI in agriculture is must. And not just me, 92.7% of people think use of AI in agri sector can solve many problems. But, even if we get AI introduced in agriculture, now the question arises, how can we use AI in agriculture and get most out of it? First and foremost step is to check the soil quality, like what minerals does a particular fertile land possess, which will help farmers in crop rotation and also to maintain their beloved land. After that, to check the abiotic and abiotic factors. Irrigation and fertilizers comes under abiotic factor. AI will help farmers to monitor the water level required for a assigned crop so that the soil does not get waterlogged and groundwater level is also maintained. And too much of fertilizers can be harmful for crops too. AI will help to use the right quantities of fertilizers so the nutrients of the crop is preserved. As far as the biotic resources goes, pests or disease are some of them. AI will identify the pests and disease outbreak before occurrence and will notify the person in charge about the measures he have to take. Now we will discuss about the challenges in AI adoption in agriculture. AI can save crops from many things except from the external factors like weather. Because the weather forecast is about 80% accurate, AI feels helpless in these kinds of scenarios. Or maybe it doesn't feel at all. On the other hand, to make predictions, it generally requires a plenty of data from the past. So one has to provide that data to AI so that it can run simulations, which turns out to be a huge challenge again.
Advantages of implementing AI in agriculture. The growth in artificial intelligence technology has strengthened agro-based business to run more efficiently. AI is being used in applications such as automated machine adjustments for weather forecasting and disease or pest identification. AI solutions have the potential to solve the challenges farmers face, such as climate variation and infestation of pests and weeds that reduces yield. Summing the whole video, let's head towards the conclusion. AI is not only helping farmers to automate farming but also help them to shift to precise cultivation for higher yield. Companies involved with advancement of machine learning and artificial intelligence are getting better day by day. But currently the computation power of even most advanced AI robot is comparable to a earthworm. So people don't have to get scared by the name of AI. Referring to our survey for the last time, this is what we get. 53.6% of the people are ready to accept AI as a part of our society, including me. And also tell us in the comment section, would you accept AI as a part of our society?